Then you'll be
distracting you. Forget about it.
1, 2, 3.
No night of staying, combine is rising again.
Neil and I, we decided to write songs for a Finn Brothers album, and he was coming off the back of the second album, and he was writing and recording. So it was a rather strange kind of incursion into that narrative. We decided to write songs that were very harmony orientated, so that we could sing them together and we could find that blend that we both enjoyed and people seemed to like listening to. So we kind of went for that. As part of the sort of process, we would try and sing together and try and get the harmony working on whatever song we were working on or whatever part of whatever song. And so we started writing in that flat, which was one of 4, I think, a sort of an Art Deco block that was next to Neil's house.
Yeah, there was these flats that came up and I, in a whim, bought them one day. Paul had gone to the auction and the auctioneer had foolishly said, "Oh, we'll start the bid anywhere," and Paul put his hand up and said, $10,000! And that was, it was a ridiculous bid. And the guy sort of did a big sigh and went, "Oh, God, all right. 10,000, I did say anywhere, okay, we got a bid of 10,000 over here," and then somebody immediately went up to like 100 or something, and Paul went, "Oh, shit!" and stormed out of the auction. It was really, really funny moment. Anyway, I ended up buying that.
4 seasons in one day, lying in the depths of your imagination.
And then we had a great place to work. We wrote all the songs that Tim and I wrote. In fact, I probably wrote most of the songs for Woodface in there as well, anyway, just solo, but I had a great room set up. Looked out over the cemetery and looked out over the Port Phillip Bay, and we did some demos with Paul, came over and helped us do some demos. At that stage, Tim wasn't in the band. I just had this little stock of songs that we had ring-fenced for a Finn Brothers record at some point.
There's something about being in that slightly under-furnished kind of flat that took us both back, I think, to kind of much earlier days, pre-Success days, kind of sharing flats, and the flat was a bit bare, and we'd make a cup of tea or something, and then we'd start working, and it was very evocative of a kind of quite an innocent, quite a free sort of period. And I think for Neil it was a really liberating step aside from quite a pressured situation.
1, 2, 3.
The first day we got together, Tim and I, we wrote Weather With You, and he had the title and the chorus line, "Everywhere you go, you always say the weather with you." And the opening line, "Walking round the room, singing stormy weather." We started playing that and had got the guitar riff going and wrote the whole thing on the first day, so it got off to a good start.